Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I want to welcome you all to the capital of the state of Colorado. The purpose of this assembly is to report to the state of Colorado on scouting's progress during the year 2009 and to pay tribute to the 100th anniversary of the Boy Scouts of America, February 8, 2010. Ideals such as duty to God and country and the good turn and service to others have become a strong element in our society. What we learn today in scouting will help us meet the challenges of the future. At this time, I have the privilege of introducing the Honorable Brandon Schaefer, the President of the Colorado State Senate.
As you look around, as you watch television, the news at night, we have real challenges, both as a nation and as a state, and it requires leadership. It requires people who are willing to step up and do the right thing. And as I look around this room, I see a lot of young leaders who are being groomed for the future of our country and the future challenges that we will face together. So I applaud you and your efforts and the things that you are doing to make your communities better. I applaud the parents who are here, who provide so much support in the education process that these young men and women undergo. So thank you very much for everything you do. Welcome and have a wonderful day here at the Capitol.
Having served more than 100 million members since its founding, the Boy Scouts of America has made a lasting and positive imprint on the fabric of the nation since it was officially incorporated on February 8, 2010. Throughout 2010, the Boy Scouts of America will celebrate its centennial anniversary milestone with a rallying call that will be heard across the nation as Scouts gather in their communities to pay tribute to the rich history and tradition of scouting. Colorado has 6 BSA local councils, and I had the privilege of working for one for a while, the Denver Area Council, with over 200 delegates across the state which are represented here today. It is my pleasure to introduce you to the council delegations of Colorado: the Denver Area Council, Longs Peak Council, Pikes Peak Council, Rocky Mountain Council, Western Colorado Council, Great Southwest Council. We will now have the delegates present the report. Please hold your applause until all have reported. I now call on Jimmy Carroll, no relation that I know of, an Eagle Scout from Troop 269 in the Rocky Mountain Council to begin the report on scouting for the entire state of Colorado.
Thank you, Speaker Carroll. A very good morning to leaders, fellow scouts, parents, and friends. For 100 years, the missions of the Boy Scouts of America has been to prepare people to make ethical and moral choices over their lifetimes by teaching the values of the Scout Oath and Law. Today, February 8th, 2010, over 200 delegates from across the state of Colorado have joined together to celebrate the 100th anniversary of the Boy Scouts of America and present this report to the state. Parents, volunteers, and scouts all know that scouting is a way of life. Because of that way of life, our organization has a rich history, a thriving and vital community today, and a vision and mission that will carry us into the future. Throughout 2010, we are celebrating 100 years of building the character and integrity of America's youth. We are celebrating the adventure and continuing the journey. Along our path, we can be proud of the contributions scouting has made to this great country. The next 100 years begins with our youth. As we celebrate our rich heritage, we're reaffirming our commitment to our future leaders. Like the scouts who came before us, today's young scouts will become presidents, astronauts, athletes, and business leaders. Many will serve their country in the armed forces. Others will serve their communities as good Samaritans and their families as husbands and wives and as fathers and mothers. It is my pleasure to now introduce Emily Rosing, a venturer in Crew 12 from the Longs Peak Council.
It is my honor to share with you the summation of accomplishments of scouting from throughout our great state of Colorado. During the year 2009, more than 108,342 young people in the great state of Colorado reaped the benefits of Scouting's timeless values through membership in more than 3,300 Cub Scout packs, Boy Scout troops, varsity teams, Sea Scout ships, venture crews, Explorer posts, and Learning for Life groups. These opportunities came as a direct result from the efforts of well over 26,000 dedicated volunteers in Scouting partnerships with over 2,200 community organizations of churches, service clubs, schools, and businesses. Young people in Scouting programs throughout the state have learned the skills necessary to take our position in leadership of schools, communities, and state when our time comes. Scouting has been preparing young people for leadership roles in position of responsibility for 100 years, and you can be assured that the class of 2010 will be prepared to take our place when we are called. It is my pleasure to now introduce Grant Peterson, a Weeblo from Pack 278 of the Pikes Peak Council.
In 2009, the Boy Scouts of America in Colorado met the emerging needs of society with youth programs and services, including Good Turn for America, a national service initiative that addresses critical areas of need in society, and increased the emphasis on the overall well-being of children throughout the encouraging American youth to live an ongoing healthy lifestyle. Over thousands of Scouts throughout the state provided projects in their communities, including food, clothing, and toy drives, cleanup of the local schools, serving food to senior citizens and shelters, visiting nursing homes, and collecting coats for the Denver homeless. In addition, 1,014 youth achieved Eagle Scout, the highest rank in the Boy Scouts. Together, this class of Eagle Scout facilitated over 141,090 hours of volunteer service and provided $2,857 million in value to their communities throughout the completion of their Eagle Scout projects over the past year. The combined efforts of these Scouts amounted to more than 16 years of working nonstop for our communities. That's the length of time we spend in school, from kindergarten to getting our college diplomas. It is my pleasure to now introduce Sergio Ruelas, a Star Scout in Troop 215 from the Denver Area Council.